Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the STEEPDEEPO. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. He noticed the jumbo puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage. Sound seems to travel farther at night. Meaner than ever. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. This is no way to live, but keep at it anyhow. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. Ready to ride. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is STEEPDEEPO, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Playtime is over. So many places to be today. Flex those arms. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed. Which will it be for you? You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. Moog says you should go hunt for squips in the cave he gave you directions to. Hope you grabbed a big breath. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Itchy trigger finger. Ready. Hear that? It's called quiet. Are your lungs aching? Now, this is the way to travel. Back to your own stompers. You are the guidance system. There's a place and time for everything. But for that city scenario, it's already come and gone. Just pointed in the right direction. Sob about the thin air later. See what this thing can do. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. BANGSHELTER 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter. This might be the end of everything as we know it. Stomping time. That might come in handy. The end is coming to the world, and everything else. Getting out the tin can? Ready to ride. Be sure to buckle your safety harness. Enough of that. Let's see.